One of the biggest mistakes most puppy owners make actually isn't bad training. It's what happens before training even starts. And the reason I want to talk about this today is because most dog behavior problems don't suddenly appear when dogs are adults. They usually start much earlier, when the dog looks like this. But this stage is actually where the foundation for your dog's entire future is built. If you're new here, I'm Jenna. I'm a wolf dog owner, a dog behavior coach, a complex and reactive dog specialist, and I specialize in helping dog owners understand the relationship and leadership dynamics that are shaping their dog's behavior so that they can change it for good. And I see this pattern all the time. Owners bring home a puppy, everything feels exciting, but then they don't realize how much their puppy is learning, how fast and quickly the growth stages go, and it's not that most puppy owners aren't worried about training, but there's actually something deeper going on that likely dog owners aren't even aware of. They're worried about messing up their dog. They're internally asking themselves, like, am I doing this right? Does this dog love me? Am I doing things right? Am I messing up? Oh, I must be messing up. The dog's doing this. I'm a bad dog mom. The dog owner guilt. I'm sure you guys have all felt it. If you have, let me know in the comments. What if I ruin my dog without realizing it? Because the truth is, every interaction with your puppy is shaping who they become. Let's talk about what actually happens, and I'm going to use these guys as part of my demonstration. When you first bring home a puppy, they look like this. Initially, everything will feel manageable, tiny, they're cute, and they're still figuring out the world. They're curious, everything is new, everything is exciting, it's probably overwhelming to them. Everything is so much larger than them, and they're interpreting everything that's going on with them through all of their senses. But during this stage, the puppy is learning things like boundaries, where they can go, where they can't go, how to respond to frustration, how to interact with humans, who this person is, who that person is this person safe, am I safe, how to handle excitement. And most of that learning happens before people ever start any formal training. Then time passes, likely a lot of happy and exciting moments, but I'm sure there's a lot of frustration and overwhelming moments as well. Then the puppy gets a little bit bigger. We went from this to this. And now some behaviors start showing up. Maybe they're biting more. Maybe they're more adventurous. They're braver. They're jumping. Maybe they're ignoring you sometimes. They're likely getting their voice and barking and being more vocal and letting you know when they're not happy or when they're excited. Their emotions start coming out and being way more evident. And this is where a lot of owners start thinking, I need to start training my dog, or I should start thinking about training my dog. But what's really happening is that habits have already been forming. And then eventually, before we often know it and realize it, the puppy goes to this, to a big dog, to their teenager years, to their adult years. And the puppy has now become a full grown dog. And suddenly, those small behaviors, maybe those cute, those little quirky, annoying behaviors that seemed harmless before, now start becoming real problems. Jumping becomes difficult to control. And owners feel confused because they tried things that their friends told them. They tried things that they Googled online. They asked ChatGPT. They tried training, but things still aren't working the way that they hoped. Ignoring commands becomes frustrating. Reactivity or bad habits now appear. So, what was the real problem? And that leads me to my point. The biggest puppy mistake most owners make is assuming that training starts later. But the reality is that your dog's behavior is being shaped long before training sessions ever begin. It's shaped through everyday interactions, your leadership style, your structure that you've created, your habits, the boundaries. It's shaped through your energy, routines that you create. And the thing is that dog owners aren't always aware of is that if the foundation isn't clear from the beginning, and that's usually because dog owners don't understand the psychology behind their dog and the growth stages, then training techniques alone aren't going to solve the problem. You might get lucky here and there, but majority of the time, training techniques aren't going to solve the entire problem. And this is actually one of the main reasons I created my self-paced program, Your Dog's Best Start, because I got tired of dog owners struggling and feeling like they were failing their dogs when the real issue was that they simply never got the right guidance from the beginning. No one hands you a manual when you bring home a puppy. So people end up guessing. People start trying random training tips. You start relying on things that worked for dogs you had in the past or things that you saw with your friends' dogs, trying random training tips, watching a million videos online, hoping that something will work. Your Dog's Best Start is designed to give puppy and dog owners a clear foundation from day one so they can build the right habits and relationship with their dog from the beginning. Because when the foundation is right, everything else becomes easier. Training becomes clearer. Communication improves. And your dog actually understands the leadership and structure that they need. You understand what your dog needs. You understand how your dogs are communicating, what's going on for them. The final thing that I want to say is your puppy is learning from you every single day. The habits that form during the puppy stage often shape the dog that your puppy becomes later, whether you realize it or not. So the real question isn't just, how do I train my dog? It's, what kind of foundation am I creating for them right now? If you have a new puppy or you're planning to bring one home soon and you want to avoid this mistake, comment puppy below. And I'll send you the details for Your Dog's Best Start, where I walk dog owners through exactly how to build the right foundation with their puppy from the beginning. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with another dog owner who might need to hear it. Because a lot of dog problems don't start with bad dogs. They start with foundations that were never clearly taught.